Hello, people. Welcome, and I hope you're having a good day. In the midst of my existential crisis, an epiphany occurred to me. Ever noticed that these feelings of hopelessness and abandonment and this crisis don't happen in religious societies, like in Africa, where 90% of them are Christian or Muslim or whatever faith. And it's quite easy to see why. It's easy to see why life would have some sort of purpose and meaning if you have a deity that has your back, or that fear of death will be nothing because you get to live on in heaven. And I've been thinking about this because if you think about what we always say in American societies, that people have all these great lives. Look at Anthony Bourdain. As Dave Chappelle said, he ate the most delicious food with some of the most important people in the world. He hung himself. And he was an atheist. Apparently he was atheist. I don't know if that's true. But it comes to speak to me. No matter how good your life is, if you tell people it's pointless and meaningless, they're gonna become depressed. Think about that scene in BoJack Horseman, where BoJack is talking to his father, who committed suicide. And his father says, well, and I'm paraphrasing here, where he says, look at those people doing good and doing good things. What did they get? Absolutely nothing. The whole point of that whole speech being, look what you get. You just get eaten by worms. All the time spent doing good and trying to do some good in the world. And you get this illusion that you have some sort of peace or some sort of certificate that says you have peace. That is the secular world in which we live. The distributors talked about this. He was going to an atheist conference, and all they ever talked about is, there is no God, there is no God, there is no God. Great, there is no God. But how do you go about living life then? As I stated earlier, it's easy to say how people can say there's a meaning to life where there's a God that has your back, who has your best interest at heart. No one is going to say that is psychologically impossible. Whether the deity exists is a different story. And I know I'm going to post this on Reddit. And I know Reddit's going to give me shit for talking positively about religion. But it's easy to say these things. Tell me any person who doesn't believe that somebody has their best interest at heart doesn't have a better time, then somebody has to figure it out. BoJack also goes on to say about finding your own purpose to life. He says, I can't even be held responsible for my own breakfast. Stuff like that. This is just an observation. Don't rake me over the coals. Or ban me like somebody else did. Or get rid of this post. Just hear me out. I'm just venting about this. This is my way of venting. I make videos, post it up on YouTube. This is just my mental health. I'm just trying to help just like everybody else does. And my point is that the majority of the time, and this doesn't happen in religious societies. I am from Africa, despite the fact that I'm white. And I don't see existential crisis popping up here in South Africa. It's just an observation. So what can the secular world do? Since we are becoming a more secularized society. Big Think even released a video talking about this, and one of the first things the speaker said is, meaning 1.0 is religion. But very few people are starting to identify with religious ideas. So that's not a coat you can hang your hat on. I am a religious person. Okay, you can still, but it's becoming more and more difficult. The world is becoming more secularized. These types of things. Okay, thank you.